Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, February 4th, 2013. This is Texan TV News from the Tarleton State University in Stephenville, Texas. And I am Nick Duvall. In today's headlines, a man remains in jail on a $3 million bond after weekend killings. A Tarleton student conducts a last interview with the nation's most lethal sniper before his own death. Mystery surrounds a man's death in Stephenville. A church opens a prayer drive-thru, and the U.S. Embassy suicide bomber was released on probation. The Ravens win the Super Bowl. Texans and Texans clinch victory, as well as today's weather. Now, today's top story. Eddie Ray Roth remains in Erath County Jail on a $3 million bond. He is being held for 1 count of capital murder and 2 counts of murder. The victims were former U.S. Navy SEAL and sniper Chris Kyle and veteran Chad Littlefield. Roth was tased at the jail Sunday evening after becoming hostile with jailers. Roth's motives for the killings are being questioned at this time. Sheriff Tommy Bryant pointed to mental illness from serving in the military as a possible motive. A Texan News Service follow-up of this tragedy led to a phone call with Roth's aunt Sunday, but when questioned as to Eddie Roth's character and state of mind, she declined to comment. At the press conference on Sunday, the lingering words of Sheriff's Office Captain Jason Upshaw remained, "It was a sad day. We lost 2 American heroes." More updates on this story will follow as they become available. In campus news, a Texan News Service student journalist may have been the last person to interview Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. Kaylee Bedingfield first interviewed Chris Kyle in March 2012 before his book release of American Sniper. Her latest interview with him took place via phone call on January 28th, just 5 days before he was killed. The interview discusses Kyle's dedication to helping fellow veterans with PTSD through taking them hunting. When questioned as to how it feels knowing that her interview may have been one of the last interviews with Mr. Kyle, Kaylee stated how honored she was. She could not express it enough. Kaylee further spoke of how the interview went. She said she admired his honesty and openness in talking with her. You can listen to the full interview at www.texannews.net. In regional news, news about the death of Chris Kyle overshadowed a second death from gunfire in the area over the weekend. According to the Stephenville Empire Tribune, 56-year-old Jeffrey Vegas Sawalt was found dead on Friday afternoon at his home off Pigeon Road in Stephenville. He appeared to have been shot in the head. Sawalt's girlfriend notified the sheriff's office on Friday to report finding Sawalt's body. People are being interviewed regarding this incident, and Sawalt's body has been sent in for an autopsy. The investigation will continue with various local and state agencies working together. And now, today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. In Texas news, a drive-thru is not just for food anymore. In Corpus Christi, Texas, right beside the popular fast chain McDonald's, sits a prayer drive-thru. Here, a person can drive and request prayer for any matter they want. It is private and promotes a comfortable, no-pressure convenience. The drive-thru prayer service by South Shore Christian Church has drawn local church members as well as various people needing special prayer. The church leaders put the idea in place after thinking of ways to better serve the city. The service is offered each Tuesday in the evening from 5 to 6 p.m. In national news, President Obama insisted in an interview on Sunday that women should be allowed in military combat, as well as gays being allowed to be Boy Scouts. These issues have been hot topics, and Obama supports equality on both issues. Though the Boy Scouts Executive Board stood by the policy of no gays just months ago, this policy is now back to being evaluated. Obama also expressed his beliefs on women in combat and that he has met many women who can do the job successfully. A change in this 1994 ruling would open approximately 230,000 combat jobs for women, according to the Associated Press. In international news, a suicide bomber who struck the U.S. Embassy in Ankara spent several years in prison on terrorism charges. He was released on probation after being diagnosed with a hunger-related strike brain disorder. According to the Associated Press, Ekvit Sanli killed himself and a Turkish security guard on Friday in what U.S. officials said was a terrorist attack. The AP also reports Sanli was armed enough TNT to blow up a 2-story building and also detonated a hand grenade. On Saturday, DHAPC claimed responsibility for the attack in a statement posted on a website linked to the group saying Sanli carried out the act of self-sacrifice on behalf of the group. In sports news, Baltimore Ravens fans are celebrating the retirement of their legendary linebacker Ray Lewis with a Super Bowl victory in his last game as the Ravens defeated the 49ers 34-31 in Super Bowl 47. Joe Flacco received the Super Bowl MVP honors as his team flocked to victory. The game proved to be a lights-out event with the lights going out in the stadium early in the third quarter, delaying the game. The halftime show included Beyoncé with the reunion of Destiny's Child on stage. In local sports, the Texans and Texans faced off against Texas A&M Commerce Saturday, both clinching victories. The men's team won 68-55 and the Texans 75-65. Kiara Wright recorded an unprecedented school record of 23 points and 21 rebounds. You can catch both the men's and women's hoops team at home this Wednesday as they host San Angelo State here at Wisdom Gym beginning at 6 p.m. This weekend, all eyes will be on Houston, Texas, as the best players in the league square off in the 62nd annual NBA All-Star Game. The game promises to be an affair with big-name superstars such as Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and many more. And in weather, according to the Weather Channel, today's weather forecast shows a high of 70 degrees with a low of 45 and a 10% chance of rain. Today's broadcast was produced by Ian Traub, Lance McFarland, Becca Burnett, and Julie Gutierrez. You can follow the Texas News Service on Facebook and Twitter. Also, check us out on www.texannews.net. I'm Nick Duvall. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.